And here we are back with some more Ring of Honor. Now, hopefully, I have fixed the problem with it freezing and the audio continuing on. So here we are. We have just booked our show, but we do need a venue, so we will just go with a generic venue. Well, no, we have 4,600 people coming, possibly. So we'll actually filter this. And we'll stay in the tri-state area. Max capacity, we want this to come down to about 5,000 and then 4,000. Close that. We'll go fully 500. That is not bad. Assign the Duchess Stadium as our venue, but here we go with this show. Now, actually, before we do this, we do have to build up to a few matches, so so the flippy ship one we built up to already in the last video. We might do something extra with that, since it's sort of one of the main matches on the card. The Bullet Club storyline we build up to in this episode with a match, because remember, it's about the in-ring action in my opinion. Of course, we do have some segments to reinforce the entertainment aspect. The World TV Championship will be dealt with in this episode. The Women's Championship will be it's just going to be constant matches up to the point of it. The Bullet Club storyline we talked about, Survival of the Fittest, will be dealt with in all episodes running up to the next pay-per-view. So I think that our next pay-per-view is next week, which isn't that far away. Mark Briscoe, Drew Galloway, we dealt with last week whenever Mark Briscoe issued the challenge. But we might just do something extra with that in next week's show. Ibushi versus Kenny King. Ibushi defeated Kenny King. We will need to do maybe one more segment for that to really solidify it. But apart from that, we're okay at the minute for building up to each match. Oh, actually, one last thing, pre-booking, we have added in one more match to Wrestling's Finest, and it will be for the pure title. So whenever that event comes around, we will vacate the pure title, as we only have Adam Cole holding it right now, so as nobody in the alliance can go, we'll put that onto one of our guys quickly. But we will be having it. Oh wait, no, that is wrong. Yes, let's book that match again, because I did that wrong. You know what, we're going to have a ladder match for this actually. This is going to be a high spots ladder match. Yep. Okay, a ladder match for the AOH, sorry, Pure Championship. And we will have who did we bring? Oh wait, yes, Pentagon Jr. He is skills. Right, yeah, he definitely is a luchador. Then I just don't know much about the guy, so I don't really know his style. Ricochet, so Pentagon Jr. will be representing AAA. Ricochet will be representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, and representing Ring of Honor will be Frankie Kazarian. So it will be between Pentagon Jr. and Ricochet who goes on to win that match. But you know what, Frankie Kazarian might just win it actually. I might just throw him a bone in that one. You know, that's one of Pentagon Jr. is only an opener in our company, so it really depends on how they sort of how it works when we're trying to put over a title. will it work by the popularity of him in the US, or will it work with the popularity of him in Mexico, because he's a mid-card in Mexico? I'm not sure how that would work out, but there we go. That is the card. We'll show you it quickly before we go to the show. Adam Cole versus Alex Shelley, a Pentagon Jr. versus Ricochet versus Frankie Kazarian, Beth Phoenix versus Nicole Matthews, Cedric Alexander versus Moose versus Noam Dar, Drew Galloway versus Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal versus Brian Cage, Kenny King versus Kota Ibushi, and War Machine versus Beer Money Incorporated. One last thing actually that I want to do quickly. Any type, close. Okay, we want to add in a team then. Oh no, sorry, yes, Jay Briscoe left the company, that's right, yeah. And if you're wondering why Jay Briscoe left the company, is because we didn't really have anything for him, so you know, also he was a very bad influence on the locker room, and I really want to stop reading out all the bad influences and then just really just bring in guys that can be positive influences on the company. Also, we have got quite a couple of a few written contracts, and that is something that I would wish to continue to do in the future. Again, I apologise if you hear my chair squeak. Let's run the show then. But for that card for the pay-per-view for Wrestling's Finest, I believe will be a solid B+ show. But here we have Cedric Alexander comes out and he says, you know, at Final Battle I was not pinned. So the way I see it is, I should still have my chance for my chance against Noam Dar for his World Television Championship. You know, Moose comes out then and says, well, in that case, you know, then I deserve my chance to get a shot at Noam Dar's World Television Championship. You know, like that was to sort of just obviously, you know, talk more than that, but you know, I'm not a promo guy, so you know, we're just giving the gist of what's being said. So Noam Dar comes out and says, you know, I'm a fighting champion, I don't mind fighting anyone, I will put this title on the line whenever I am asked to. And then Kevin Kelly comes, we need to get Cedric Alexander's gimmick sorted. Kevin Kelly comes out and is kind of like, you know, sorry, he stands up from the desk because he's sort of the communicator between Joe Koff, our owner, and the rest of the locker room. And he picks up the mic and says, you know, I don't mind, he says, Joe Koff, watching the show live from his house, has just contacted me and said that if Cedric Alexander and if Moose win their matches tonight, they will be both give a chance to go up against Noam Dar at Wrestling's Finest. And Moose, your match is up now. So that's a 47-minute segment, not too bad to start off the show. But then we go into Moose's match against Frankie Kazarian, which is their 53-minute match. 9 minutes in, and Frankie Kazarian defeats Moose Moose defeat. What? Frankie Kazarian defeats Moose? I did not put that in as that. Anyway, we will run with it. We will make that into the storyline, and you know, we will sort that out on next week's show, because you know, that is something that I should have. You know, sometimes when you're rushing to sort of put together these shows, you make little errors like this. But you know what? Actually, Moose. This is actually I didn't realise that you could type in these boxes until I saw it was actually No Legs did it. So which by the way, if you haven't checked out No Legs, go and check them out. So there we go, we have just corrected that wrong, as Moose defeats Frankie Kazarian by pinfall in 9 minutes and 15 seconds with a spear. So that is that right. Well, that is that wrong. Right. That is that wrong. Corrected, I guess I should say. Color commentary give the match a boost. Frankie Kazarian not asserted to his gimmick. That's a shame. We'll need to get that sold at some point. Moose had an in-ring rating of 54. Frankie Kazarian has an in-ring rating of 63. Dirt sheets. Okay. Quite a few negatives there that we would. Oh, Moose was holding back apparently. Anyway, we go to the next segment and we see Beth Phoenix go up against Lufisto. 11 minutes 59 seconds. Beth Phoenix is able to get the win over Lufisto by pinfall after hitting a Glam Slam. Now, of course, this match took a unfortunately took a negative effect because we've had it quite a bit. So that tells me I need to boost the amount of performance in my women's division, which of course we have quite a few in the developmental system, which hopefully won't take too long to be ready to come up. It wasn't as good as usual recent matches between these competitors, so it seems even worse because of that, which is a shame, because there was a 71 in-ring performance rating for Beth Phoenix and a 67 in-ring performance rating for the Lufisto, so it was a good match. So originally I was gonna have Nicole Matthews take the title off Beth Phoenix and give her a long run with the title, but unfortunately the title has dropped prestige quite dramatically, so we might have to put that back onto Beth Phoenix, and we can sort of work that into the storyline that Beth Phoenix is so dominant that even when she loses the title, she can still reclaim it back, and I think that could be a pretty good way to go. But we go to the next segment, which is actually a video. The reason why we have Adam Cole in there is because he's the champion, and so we are advertising the Elite 8 in this video. Unfortunately, the Elite 8 tournament, but it's more of sort of a little teaser sort of thing where you don't really see it, and I'm not sure if I want to do it. The winner of the Elite 8 goes on to face Adam Cole, or they go on to face the Alliance of Honor champion, in which case I'm not sure how long Brad Cage would hold on to that championship then, but we'll see how it goes, because we want to put in a stipulation where they can have their match, they can demand. Now, it's not like the Money in the Bank where they come out and they get the match straight away, but they can demand a match whenever they want within the next sort of 6-9 months, something like that. Not a year, that's too generic, everybody does a year. 72 rated video though, so not too bad there. 61 rated match, not a bad match indeed, as Cedric Alexander goes up against Phoenix Star. Cedric Alexander defeats Phoenix Star in 10 minutes 14 seconds in a high spots match. Cedric Alexander's in-ring performance was 56, and a 61 in-ring performance for Phoenix Star, as we have now just confirmed that it will be a triple threat for the World TV Championship at Wrestling's Finest. Let's go on to we'll have a look at the dirt sheet here. Very little negative here, but enough positives to keep it up indeed, in the rating of course, which is 61, so I'm happy enough with that. We go on to the next segment then, and we see Alex Shelley, who is on screen in the ring, getting ready for his match coming up next. in a 78 rated promo, as he's sort of, you know, talking about how he's sick and tired of being attacked by Adam Cole, and how he's going to take his title back from Adam Cole at Wrestling's Finest. So we go into our next segment then, which is our main event match, a 79 rated main event match. Very good indeed, as we see War Machine take on the Motorcycle Machine Guns, and we actually have the Motorcycle Machine Guns beat War Machine here, because one, I wanted to give Chris Sabin a big win, and two, War Machine we are probably gonna have get beat at the pay-per-view. So I don't mind having War Machine take the loss here, as it sort of makes him look weaker going in, but we decide to give the win to Chris Sabin, so as Alex Shelley doesn't look too strong going into the pay-per-view. But two in-ring performance ratings of 100 from the Machine Guns, a 75 for Ray Rowe, and Hansen gets a 77. So I'm happy with that. They are definitely putting in main event quality matches. That is War Machine, of course. So quite possibly they will definitely be rewarded in the future. But Road Agent, no, yes, dirt sheets. A lot of positives in this match here. A lot of positives. Quite a few negatives, but more positives than negatives. So we end that show there, and we get a rating of 73. I am very happy with that. I actually didn't think we would get that high. I thought it would be about the 65 mark with these here, sort of 42, 47, 53 ratings here. But we have a strong enough show that we can end on a 73. I often find that if you have a strong main event to end the show on, it drags it up that little bit more. So maybe that's what's happening here. But a 73 rated event is not bad at all, and I'm very happy with that rating here tonight. Okay, we are back. It seems like we have fixed the issue then, hopefully anyway. Oh no, approval rating actually. What? Your approval rating shows the current on it. Oh yes, because we own the company, because I don't really like playing as just the booker. Unless I have intention of possibly changing companies every now and again. 2.13 TV rating, so I think that might just be the highest one yet. I'm not sure. Was compared with last week's, which was the highest at one point. It is the highest. It is up by 0.06, which is how many people watching? That is 1.5, 1,598,000 people watching. That is good indeed. Very, very, very happy with that. Let's see how finances is going. Sorry, down 5,000. We are down 5,000, but I have no doubt that our pay-per-view revenue will definitely drag that up. And with such high TV ratings at the minute, I think that we could possibly, maybe this is a wee bit ambitious, maybe this is just a wee bit ambitious, but I think that we could get the 500,000 mark in pay-per-view revenue this month. But hey, you know, we can only wait to we can only wait to find out. So yes, that is going to end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any feedback, let me know please. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.